High above the bustling streets of Kathmandu, Nepal, a beacon of ancient wisdom gazes out over the valley. This is Swayambhunath, a UNESCO World Heritage Site more affectionately known as the Monkey Temple. The nickname is apartment monkeys scamper freely throughout the sacred grounds. They are considered holy here, adding a touch of playful chaos to the spiritual atmosphere. But the real attraction, the reason pilgrims and travellers have been drawn here for centuries, is the stupa. Its white dome represents enlightenment. Above it rises a gleaming spire crowned with a 13-tiered umbrella. And watching over it all from each of the four sides of the spire's base are the all-seeing eyes of the Buddha. These eyes are more than just decoration. They are a reminder that the Buddha's wisdom sees everything, good and bad, past, present and future. To stand in their gaze is to feel the weight of history, the power of faith and the enduring allure of the unknown. Come on, let's climb these worn stone steps together. Let me show you around. You feel that energy, don't you? This place has a pulse. It's the kind of place where you can almost taste the stories in the air, thick with the smell of incense and the murmur of prayers. The origins of Swayambhunath are shrouded in the mists of time. We're talking way back, before recorded history. The Gopala Rajavamsavali, an ancient Nepali manuscript, tells us this was once a lake. A lotus radiating a brilliant light bloomed from its center. This miraculous flower, the story goes, contained the primordial essence of the valley itself. See that hill the stupa sits on? Legend says it rose from the water, pushing the lotus skyward. The lake eventually drained, leaving behind the fertile Kathmandu Valley. The stupa marks the spot where the lotus first bloomed. It's a powerful image, isn't it? The lotus rising from the murky depths to blossom in the sun. It speaks to the potential for enlightenment that lies within us all. These stories, passed down through generations, are more than just myths. They're a way of understanding the world, of connecting with something larger than ourselves. The story of Swayambhunath is woven from threads of legend, faith, and historical fact. One popular tale links the temple to Emperor Ashoka the Great, the Indian ruler who embraced Buddhism and spread its teachings far and wide. It's said that Ashoka himself visited Swayambhunath in the 3rd century BCE, drawn by its sacred aura. Later, during the Licchavi period, roughly 4th to 8th centuries CE, Swayambhunath flourished as a center of Buddhist learning and pilgrimage. The Licchavi kings, known for their patronage of the arts and religion, left their mark on the temple complex. Look at the intricate details of this carving. The craftsmanship is incredible. You can feel the devotion, the skill, the sheer effort that went into creating something so enduring. Every inch of this place whispers of a rich and layered past. The Swayambhu Purana, a sacred text, further illuminates the temple's mythology. It tells the story of Manjushri, the bodhisattva of wisdom. He is said to have cut a gorge in a surrounding mountain, draining the lake and revealing the self-sprung Swayambhu lotus. This act gave the valley its name, Swayambhu, and the temple its identity. Another prominent myth focuses on the Buddha himself. It's believed that a relic of the Buddha, a bone from his skull, is enshrined within the stupa. This relic, a potent symbol of the Buddha's enlightenment, makes Swayambhunath a particularly holy site for Buddhists. You see those monks? They're circumambulating the stupa, walking clockwise while spinning the prayer wheels. Each turn sends out a prayer, a wish, a mantra into the universe. It's a beautiful, meditative practice, a physical manifestation of their devotion. Section 5. Deciphering the sacred geometry, the stupa's architecture. The stupa itself is a masterpiece of sacred geometry, each element imbued with symbolic meaning. The white dome represents the earth, the element from which all things arise. The square harmika at the top, from which the spire rises, symbolizes the four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The 13 tiers of the spire represent the 13 stages on the path to enlightenment. And then there are the eyes, those watchful eyes of the Buddha, painted in a vibrant blue and outlined in gold. They are not just eyes, they are the eyes of wisdom, compassion, and understanding. Notice the number 1 painted just above the eyes. It represents unity, the oneness of all things. It's a reminder that despite our differences, we are all interconnected. We are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Section 6, a confluence of faiths, shrines and temples within Swayambhunath. Swayambhunath is not just a Buddhist temple, it's a melting pot of faiths. Within the complex, you'll find shrines dedicated to Hindu deities like Shiva, Saraswati and Ganesh. This fusion of Buddhism and Hinduism is typical of Nepal, where the two religions have coexisted and intertwined for centuries. The air here hums with the energy of countless prayers, offerings and rituals. It's a place where people from all walks of life come to seek blessings, guidance and a connection to the divine. You see that sadhu? He's a Hindu holy man, and this is his home. He's been here for years, meditating, praying and offering blessings to visitors. He embodies the spirit of this place, open, welcoming, a place of peace and contemplation. Section 7, Living Traditions. Swayambhunath in Nepa. Buddhism and Hinduism. Swayambhunath holds a special place in the hearts of the Nepa people, the indigenous inhabitants of the Kathmandu Valley. For Nepa Buddhists, it's one of the holiest sites in Nepal. The temple is an integral part of their cultural and religious practices. Hindus also revere Swayambhunath, associating it with the primordial lotus and the creation of the Kathmandu Valley. They believe that worshipping at the temple's various Hindu shrines brings good fortune and fulfills wishes. These butter lamps, offered with such devotion, represent the dispelling of ignorance and the illumination of wisdom. It's a simple act, but it speaks volumes about the power of faith and the enduring traditions that bind this community together. Section 8, Restoring Glory Renovations and Earthquake Resilience. Like all ancient structures, Swayambhunath has faced the ravages of time and the forces of nature. The temple has undergone numerous renovations throughout its history. The most recent major restoration was completed in 2010, funded by the Nepali government and international organizations. Tragically, in 2015, a devastating earthquake struck Nepal. Swayambhunath, though damaged, survived. The resilience of the structure and the swift response of the community highlight the importance of this sacred site. It's a testament to the human spirit, isn't it? Even in the face of such devastation, there's this drive to rebuild, to restore, to honor the past and ensure its survival for future generations. Section 9, A Pilgrim's Guide, Visiting Swayambhunath. Visiting Swayambhunath is an experience like no other. Prepare for a climb. Over 365 steps lead up to the temple complex, a symbolic representation of the cycle of life. But the view, the energy, the sheer atmosphere of the place make the climb more than worth it. Once you're at the top, take your time. Wander through the complex, spin the prayer wheels, observe the rituals. Chat with a monk if you're lucky. Just remember to be respectful. Dress modestly, remove your shoes before entering temples, and ask permission before taking photos of people. This map will give you a lay of the land. But honestly, the best way to experience Swayambhunath is to just get lost in it. Let your curiosity be your guide. Section 10, Preserving the Sacred, a Legacy for Generations. Swayambhunath is more than just a temple. It's a living testament to the enduring power of faith, culture, and human resilience. It's a place where the past speaks to the present, where ancient myths mingle with modern realities, and where the sacred and the profane collide in a vibrant tapestry of life. As you stand here amidst the chanting of monks, the clanging of prayer bells, and the breathtaking views of Kathmandu, remember this. You're a part of this story now. It's up to all of us to protect and preserve this sacred site, ensuring that its magic continues to inspire awe and wonder for generations to come. Go on, take it all in, let it sink into your bones. This is a place you won't soon forget.